Hello and welcome again to From the Bandroom with me, Andrew Fake. Today we're in Whitefield, halfway between Manchester and Bury, at the Bandroom of one of the country's oldest and most famous brass bands, Besses of the Barn. Established in 1818, the band moved into its present Bandroom in the 1880s and at the turn of the century undertook 2 world tours. In more recent times, the band has had both Andre Previn and Sir Simon Rattle as vice presidents. The list of former MDs reads like a who's who of the brass band world and includes Derek Broadbent, Paul Hindmarsh, Steve Sykes and Roy Newsom. At the helm for the last couple of years has been the well-known adjudicator and former principal cornet at Wingate's band, Trevor Halliwell. Trevor, you've been with the band now since, I think, 2017, is that right?
It's May 2016, I think it was.
Oh, right. So,
yeah, 2016.
And what brought you to Besses? Do you have any previous connections with the band?
Well, I used to play for Wingates, which are just down the road. We used to get together quite a lot, so I've always enjoyed playing here. And when I heard back in 2016 that the band were going through, let's call it a purple period, you know, where they had lost a lot of players and they were trying to build back up, I just didn't want the band to go down and get lost in the ether like many other good bands have.
It's a famous old name, isn't it?
Exactly. So I offered my help back then and I'm still here.
So you mentioned Wingates. You did have a long and distinguished career as a player and you're known as a conductor and adjudicator as well. And I believe in the late 70s you won the Champion Soloist of Great Britain prize. I think
I did, 79 and 80.
Yeah. Oh, and 80, right.
Yeah, the one in 1980, the first prize was a trip, all paid trip to Australia, playing around the New South Wales area of Sydney and that area.
For me, that was sort of when I was just starting out playing, and that would have put you in a long list of star cornet players, if you like. You know, my teacher Graham Walker won it just before you, and then of course there was Jimmy Shepherd just before that, and you got back together with James Shepherd, I think, in the Versatile Brass.
I did, yes.
So that would have been on flugel, I presume.
That was on flugel, yeah. It's a nice instrument, flugel. Yeah. It's an instrument that can bridge the gap between brass band, jazz, and all sorts of different genres. So it's I enjoy playing flugel.
And he starts the programme off with the band's signature march, Whitefield.